said, I could go and ask everybody that I know in Amarillo, in that area, about asking for stuff. I'm going to try Waco. Yesterday, before we had lunch, I said, I got to stop right here. And with a friend of mine who's the AD for our school, he said, what are you doing? I said, I just got to take my business card and ask for somebody. Ask for something. There was a promotional place. I said, hey, here's what I'm doing. I'm doing a workshop, blah, blah, blah. Can you give me something free that I can give to the class? I went, sure. And so you're getting little koozies that I got from them. And so my whole thing is, all you have to do is ask. Because if somebody walks in here going, who is this 220-pound, 6'3" bald guy that I don't even know if he's from Amarillo, Texas, he may be lying to me, getting free stuff. You know? But people trust us enough to say, all you have to do is ask. And don't worry, you two. Not only did they not, if they didn't give you enough, I think they did. Oh no, oh, they have one. She also threw in 4 coasters. I didn't ask for it, but you got a coaster.
Thank you.
No, I have coasters, and I have 3 if you want to fight for it. But my whole thing is ask. I was like, okay, I'm going to up my game, and we're driving around before we go to Fuzzy's Taco. They get $1 off on Tuesdays, there's a little plug in there. And a part of me wanted to ask the guy at Fuzzy's, but I didn't. I said, I'm going to go to Waco Chamber of Commerce. Hey, doing this, blah, 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 blah. He said, oh, God, the lady that gives all that stuff away, it's in here. I said, that's okay. I just want to tell my class, this is what I'm doing. All you have to do is ask, and sometimes it doesn't work out. He said, I'm going to make it happen. So she went, and you're going to get pins from the Waco Chamber of Commerce. And of course, the easiest one was, you know how we all do this, and going, that shampoo card was right. I mean, they got 100 shampoos and shower caps. I could just take them and say that the hotel gave me that. I decided to ask, but you're also going to get a pin from the hotel I stayed in. My whole purpose of this is all you have to do is ask. How many times are you looking for something? How many here for theater? Raise your hand. Everybody, what are you here for?
I'm in art, but it sounded, I was intrigued.
Okay, all right, well, we're going to help you out as well. Robotics. My whole thing is, we need something, I need to ask. My personality, come to me, I'll ask for you. And here's my situation, here's what I tell people. Here's my phone number. I want you guys to have it. Area code 806. Area code 806-336-1115. Area code 806-336-1115. Terry, you're a moron giving your self-count. No, you know what? We're having a fun robotics competition, and for some reason, a couple of years, we're driving through Colorado, but they're kind of having a storm. We're going to have to stop in Amarillo, Texas. I wonder if we could stay at their gym at the school, or maybe go and stop somewhere. Where's a good place to eat? Hey, we're having bus trouble. Who do you know? Hey, I had this moron that I took this class a couple of years ago. That's the whole thing of why we make connections. So my thing is, this is what I want you to learn, is making connections with people that we can work together with. Did you see I did not say use? It's not using them. If you want to think I'm using you, okay. But the whole thing is, I want to learn from you. I'm going to ask you questions. I've been teaching theater for 4 years. I don't have all the answers. I don't know what the rule book reads because I'm too ADD to look at it. I'm just going to call my friend here. How long have you been doing one act play?
17.
I think she knows what she talked about 17 years. So I'm going to ask her, hey, can I have a guy using a sword while smoking a cigarette and pretending to be pregnant? No, and all those? I mean, I know that because I know the TAPPS rules, but I can say, hey, Jerry, I need this help. And we connected when? My first year.
Yeah.
So bless your heart, almost a half a decade. You know, she earned the stripes of my friendship. But the whole thing is, that's how we connected. And so my thing is, how can we connect to help you out? How many here is first year theater teacher? Anybody? Second? Second. Okay. Do you have all the answers? No, we don't. And so my thing is, just ask. Social media. Are we all on social media, I hope? Okay, MySpace. we'll have another talk about that one. But the whole thing is social media. If you are not on the UIL website or the Facebook page, get on it. They will help TAPPS out. They will help you out, and no matter what, whether it be, I need this, I need this, I need this, can you help me out? I have gotten so many scripts, so many props, so many UIO gray sets. You know how much those things cost?
$4,000.
Well, the whole set, $6,000 bucks.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of budget. I got $6. It feels like it. You know, it's like we are like the Van Trapps. We're like taking the curtains out to make dresses and everything else. You know? But it gets to that point. But one year, I threw it out to a friend of mine and said, Michael Newman, you're a junior high teacher. Amarillo High takes all their play sets, when they're done with them, UIL sets, dumps them. You can't buy them. Also with the lights. Good working lights. They say they're going to put them on auction or whatever. They got just easier to get rid of. So I said, Michael, would I have to do mind if I have your set? Oh, you can have it. It was about $3,000 worth of sets. I need to finish my set, so I put it out there in UIL about 3 months ago. Snyder High School, Snyder, Texas. He gave me his entire little set.
Wow.
And so my thing is, all I had to do was ask. What are you going to say? No. Okay, thanks. We did it for our one act play. We did Sweet Surrender. The fun play. If you want to borrow the script, let me know. You have my phone number. But I needed a piano. I know they talked earlier in the class that they had somebody build their stuff, and I'm like, oh, I don't need that stress. I got 4 weeks to put this play together. Hey, 9th graders, make a piano for me. Not enough. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. You know? But I asked Lubbock High had one that they used. So I said, beautiful grand piano. But when I was there, because I had to borrow a truck from a friend that lives in Midland to Lubbock, and Lubbock to Amarillo. I mean, I was just like, how am I going to do this? I left it to school. We were having it for 8 months. But he said, that's okay. I need it stored, so it's okay. So I was helping them out. I brought a settee and some stuff from Amarillo High School. They're getting brand new, all the AISD is getting brand new stage lights, stage everything. They had to clear everything out. I said, hey, you ready for these? He said, no. I said, well, good, because I'm using it for prom, settee, and the red carpet. He said, just keep it in your place until we're done. See how that works? We're helping each other out. And that's the whole thing. Is it hard for somebody in here to ask somebody for help? Okay, can I ask, why is that for you? Just your personality, or what is it?
I just don't, I guess I feel like I don't like rejection. I don't like hearing the word no.
Okay.
Get out of my face or something.
And you know what I want to help with that? Here's how I'm going to help you with that. Call me. Because I'll say, hey, Terry, I really need this, 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 and this. Okay, let me see what I can find. And even if it's that area, where you're from again, what area?
I'm from McKinney,
Okay.
which is North Dallas.
So, I'll be calling all my friends. I can call my friend Cheryl, who works at one of the biggest Methodist churches there in McKinley. I bet I can ask a lot of my friends that work at some of the high schools there. I can ask those people, put it out on Facebook, going, oh yeah, we have that. Okay, I have a friend who's going to borrow that. Is that okay? Yeah. See how we did that? We just made a connection of people we already know. And that's how it happens. What about you?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Fear rejection.
Yeah, yeah, that's the whole thing, rejection. Like, oh, no. You know, I have to go and ask, hey, can you give me $10,000? You know, that's what my job is. And sometimes I need to, hey, we're asking for $500,000. That's what I have to do. And so I hear no a lot. But my thing is, I have had to learn that about rejection and everything else. I mean, come on. Rejection? Come on. I had to learn early. But
Can I add another thing?
Yeah.
It's also because I know when I'm asking, I'm asking to put it in hands of students that I can't trust won't break it or damage it in some way.
And that's the thing that we go back and we tell them, hey, this is just one that you know, because I had a silver tea set that when we started doing our play, the wall started falling. and that tea set just crumbled, and I was just like, well, I'm buying a tea set. I just have to realize that I may have to buy that. But the whole thing is, use the people you know. Parents, do you have parents that work with you and love you?
Yep.
We always have that guardian angel, that one I can go to everything. They feel like,
Yep.
I'm just overusing them. Folks, use that guardian angel. That may be that kid freshman year, and after those 4 years, that kid's going to college. And she doesn't have anybody else. They want to be used. And you just ask them, hey, is it okay if I'm asking you? I'm going to go to you with a lot of things. I'm going to go with you a lot of
I'm not
things.
gonna give everybody my phone number, I'll give it.
Yeah. I'm going to go with you a lot of things. Can you make it happen? Like, they're going to say, I have some overkill. I'll say, okay. Well, just let me know that when we meet that. Because you get those parents going, okay, we got it. Do you guys have a booster club for your theater group? Do you have a parent meeting at the beginning of the year? Okay, I would recommend in art, anything you have a parent meeting. Have a parent meeting. Just lay it out. Yes, sir.
Terry, I'd like to, if you don't mind, this piggybacking on some of what you're
Yeah.
saying. This lady over here who said, you know, about, well, you asked about, you have parents and
Yeah.
projects and things like that, and you're turning it over to kids. You're talking about using a family heirloom teacup or something that's broken.
Yeah, okay.
But one of the things that I've learned over the years is we do have parents who want to help, but if you're going to plan a project, you're building sets or something
Yeah.
like that, make sure you spend the time you need to beforehand to plan it out and make sure you've got the materials. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Y'all probably know if you've done this, if you get half a dozen parents there and they're saying, what do we need next, what's next, where's this go, what's this?
Yeah.
And you can't get what you're wanting to get done because you're constantly, so just, you know, what you're talking about is a great idea.
Yeah.
And we need it.
Have the jobs planned out,
Yeah, have
so
them,
that
yeah.
nobody's standing around.
Yeah,
if they're
because they won't
involved.
come back the second time if
Yeah.
they come and they say, yeah, I went, there's nothing for me to do or something.
Yeah.
Or something beyond their ability. So, you know, you have painting ready. I'll spend 2 weeks getting painting projects ready or framing ready or something, you know, and the overhead transparency's made, make
Yeah.
sure all my paint's there. And that takes a long time, but it's worth it.
It is, and that's why we have those meetings. That's why you have the, right when school starts, get there, because there's gonna be boom, boom, boom. Like when it happens, if you have back to school night, make it the next night or the night after, because they'll know and have everything laid out. This is what we're gonna do this entire year. That here are the things that we're doing maybe for this show. I will need this, even art. We need this supplies. We need this. Here's my wish list. You know, my wish list is I'd love to have a lighting system. I have a stage, it's about from here back, you know, about that. And my light is on and off. That's all I have.
Yeah.
When I did the Devoners the first year, no, it wasn't Devoners. Yeah, it was Devoners. We used, you go hunting, you know, use the spotlight, put it in the car. I use those for my spotlights. You know, what other choice did I have? You know, and so the whole thing is you make it work. You make it work. And so the whole idea is let them know right there from the very go, this is my wish list. And my thing is, go back and ask the school, can I get a $500 bump this year? It's too tight. Well, I'm just asking. If they can give me $1, it's more than I had. Well, they're not going to give me more than $1. Maybe they don't do $100. But see, at least I ask. If you don't ask for your budget, oh, we did that one, but look at that athletic program. They got $20,000. Well, yeah, because they asked and they itemized. And so my whole thing is, but also going back to asking people. You know, you can go to Walmart.org and ask them up to $5,000 for your area, and they will give you money. I did it last year, just threw it up there, $1,500. Because I have a family member from our school that works there. He said, you have to ask, because we want to give us the money and nobody's taking it. There's money to be had. And so we'll talk about fundraising here in a second, but I still want to keep on going about helping each other out. My thing is scripts. Somebody helping out with scripts. That can be kind of, you know, we're supposed to buy the scripts. You know, they want them already cut and everything else. My thing is, hey, I got a script you want to read. So I can read it. I'm gonna send it to you. Okay? You'll have to go and buy them and everything else if you want to do that play and do that stuff. But how many scripts can we have in there? And I'm gonna read all these this summer. Liar, liar, pants on fire. You're gonna read 2. You know? Because like, first of all, you don't have all summer to read all those that you bought at that conference. So you pick a couple, or you say, oh, I really like to do this play. And so my thing is, then ask people what they've done. If you've seen the show, hey, can I get a cutting of that? I'd love to see that. Like, oh, that's my kids don't look. Well, then make that your cutting. And then that's your play. Okay, so my thing is a little fudge on that, but, you know, yeah.
Do you credit the person that made the adaptation if you're using their cutting?
No, they don't care. They don't. Because that script belonged to probably 8 other people before the picture. You know, but my thing is, you know, but of course my thing is also royalties and everything else. So I'm doing a play where I'm talking to the author, and I said, I need to pay you before this budget's done in June, so I can take it out of this old account. So I'm waiting for them to pay me. So that, just to be honest with them. So just be honest with them.
We had a unique situation this year. We did Annie Get Your Gun for our spring musical. Our school has a reputation more for musical theater than does the one-act play. We just last 3 or 4 years got into one act. But anyway, Cavenders is their home base is in Tyler, Texas, where we live. And so we approached them about being our corporate sponsor for the play, and they wouldn't give us money, but they gave us a catalog. And they said, you can order anything you want to out of here, up to about $2,500. So we costumed our play, a large part of it anyway, with some really, really neat stuff. And we, of course, gave them credit on the program for being a corporate sponsor. But my role at Brook Hill is similar to yours. I'm responsible to fund the program. Yeah. And we have turned to this issue of asking, we'll go to a building site. And I'll say, y'all got any lumber left over? Can I come pick it up? Sure. And they'll stack it for me, and so I'll take a trailer and pick up free lumber when they're done. Yeah, awesome. Or a place that, if there's a good tie, and Annie Get Your Gun and Cavenders is a great connection. They saw it as an opportunity to be promoted, you know, and all. So if you are doing a show that has, I don't know, some connection to somebody that helps you target who you're going to ask, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because my whole thing is using your resources. Those parents, go ahead.
I was able to borrow a couple really nice beauty shop chairs for Steel Magnolias.
Yeah.
I mean, and he said, oh, and you're going to need this for looking like you're doing her hair. You're going to need the rolling cart, and you're going to need the little pad that the thing goes on, or it won't look real. Or he completely outfitted me once I told him what I was doing.
And that's the cool thing about it, is all you have to do is ask. You know, we can say, anybody here, their mom does hair? Hey, can we get this and this? Oh yeah, my mom said you do this and this and this. And they kind of, okay. You know, because the whole thing is, I would like to even give it back or throw it away, because we're all limited on space, you know. And I put mine in my UIL thing. Anybody got their theater closet cleaned yet? See, I got mine, but I hired 2 twins that are going to be seniors, $100 to do it. I'm like, oh, here you go, you know. But that wasn't my budget.
Mine needed service hours.
Oh, yeah, see, service hours. So the whole thing is to do that, but we threw away a couch. Don't ever throw away a couch. But it wasn't the couch. That is 2 stories up, so it's in the orchestra room that we go to. Because that couch has been in every show, that table's been in every show. And it's also funny when you go and you see your family going, that's where that is. Oh, Dad took that out of the house. You know, we can notice that. But the whole thing is ask. Ask and you shall receive.
Here's something else too, and I think we kind of mentioned this before, but I live in the Dallas area, and Flower Mound High School is like a mile from where I am, and they did Oklahoma the same year I did Oklahoma. And I know them because I contest managed for them one time. Again, it's a relationship, long years ago. So I called the guy and I was like, what are you going to do with your stuff when you're done? And so he kind of prorated me a price, which was pretty amazing. Like, I had tall corn that they had handmade it was amazing stuff. And like literally like was so sick of it by the end that we had to throw it all away because we couldn't even store it. But you know, those are resources too that if you live in an area where you've got some sister schools, you know, again, make friends with those people, because even if you can't get it for free, they'll give it to you probably at a reduced price. Like we didn't pay hardly anything for, and their stuff was nice. One whole wall that was Judd's house, that was, you know, just incredible pieces of things that.
Taking you so much time.
Oh my gosh, and
so
man hours and all the things. So,
well,
and all we had to do was go get it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about theater. You're just like, isn't this beautiful? And then you want to cry 10 minutes later because it's going to be gone. You know, all that hard work. But that's why we're in it. That's why we're in it. But why are? And I'm going to kind of turn back a little bit and go back because I want to talk a few minutes about why. I know if you went to the mention why we're here, but why are we here? It has to go back to who we're here for. You know, we have a tough job. I'm telling you, this generation, they're a tough nut to crack sometimes. The I generation that we're in right now, where are they coming from? Where is their thought process? You know, and my wife just got through, she's a physician and she was working on her master's at UNT, but she got this book as a gift and I'm halfway through with it. And if you would like to have a summer read, it's not one you can just, oh, this is awesome, I'll read the entire summer, I can't wait, it's a page turner. It's not, but it gives you a synopsis about things that go on. Now I get where these kids are coming from. She did this research, this PhD, of why today's super connected kids are growing up less rebellious, more tolerant, less happy, completely unprepared for adulthood. And this is a fact. She's saying that they're about 2 years behind. And think about those kids that you have going, yeah, I can see where she's coming from. They're having less sex. They are going out dating. They're going out with their parents more than they're going out with dating. And it's just an interesting take on who we are dealing with. Who we are dealing with. They don't want to be the CEO like the millennials, but they want to know that they're appreciative because they're hard workers. One thing I can say about this generation, maybe I'm a little biased because I have 3 of them. My youngest, yeah, he's in there. I have an 18, a 16, and a 10-year-old. Whoops. That's a story there, but we have to have alcohol, and we're not promoting alcohol. But the whole thing is, I can see where they're coming from. Okay? So I would like for you guys to get this book and really, really dive into it. And it really is a neat perspective. And you know what? She did the work. She interviewed these kids and talked to them, and it is just really, really an awesome book. Okay? And Jerry, since you're my friend, I'm going to buy you this book and have it sent to your house.
So, you're so sweet.
I know. But, all right, so go back to who we are and why we're doing this. Okay? I'm so glad that we're having summer. I don't have to worry about it. We're done. I can rest. Really? I can rest. You know what I have to do? I got to start getting patterns ready to get to moms. I don't even know what I'm doing with sewing. I took sewing in college, but I think the teacher liked me because I got an A, but I never had to load the machine, you know. But I need to get this. It needs to be a 1937's dress, and I want this color to be this palette, and what am I going to do about this? I want to wrap everything, and I need this to look like a brick, and then, I'll wait till August. Really? Really? We don't. It's something we almost think about every time. I would like to be a whole day where I don't think about it one day. Have you done it yet? No, because in our DNA. You know, because you look at that sunset, oh, isn't that pretty? Look at that sunset. Oh, what's her name did that 2 years ago, and now she painted it. Like, oh, God, it's my brain! You know? And so the whole thing is, that when you said Steal Magnolias, it came to me, that was one of the first plays I ever directed. Was Steal Magnolias. I was like, oh, we're going back there. So the whole thing is, what did I learn from that? What can we learn from each other? I remember when I was brand new, I was scared. I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I worked for Weight Watchers for 10 years, and before that, I was a television reporter, and before that, I was a youth minister for 10 years. What do I know about theater? Well, I went to school for it, but that kind of changed because it's a different environment. I can't be the same youth minister I was when I was doing this back in 2000 and early 90s, trust me. That I can't be the same teacher that you were 17 years ago, because that is a generation. And now we got to focus back on that. So the whole thing is, it's evolving. It's evolving. So how are we evolving? Oh, I'm going to do the same show over and over. I was going to loop them. That's fun. You know, and we talked about that. We talked about that today. One of them is just how they just cycle, you know, and how those shows cycle. And my whole thing is, well, why are you doing it? What's the purpose? Do you do a show revolve around one kid? I see a theater director do that. And that kid shines. But everybody else, woof, you know, unless you can do a one-man show. And that's when we go back to the ensemble. And my whole thing is, how can we make this happen? So how can we make this happen? Let's go back into helping each other out. Whose gift is, my gift is, I can make that stage look pretty. Who's got a good gift? I can make it look good. Who has that gift? It's okay, I'll be obnoxious. You have that gift. I can make it look good. But when it comes to technical, how's your technical? How's your lighting? Can you do the lighting? Can you do that? Can you make those lights just go, wow, that's awesome. That lighting moved me. You know? And the sound, oh, you added these sounds that I never even heard in a play before. You know? And the costumes, oh my gosh, those were beautiful. And it was a whole package. Do you have an assistant? Do you have several assistants? You know, I did Canyon Independent, Randall High School did a play this year. Spring Awakening. You guys see it?
Not that production, but I've seen the show.
There's a reason they won state. I remember watching that for the first time going, oh, that was awesome. Never could do that at my school, ever.
Nope.
Never. But it was probably one of the cleanest, prettiest productions I've ever seen. There was not a flaw. And I just looked aside and I went, I hate you. But he's a great director. But I said, that's awesome. But to have all of that, and I went, how can you do all that? He said, I didn't do it alone. I had 3 assistants. We go back to what? Who we know. How can we help? What can we do? So my whole thing is, don't put so much pressure on yourself. If lighting's not your thing, ask somebody. Hey, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do this. What about the sound? Because I heard a play this year that they had a cricket chirping the entire time. I could not. I was just like, I was jumping out of my skin because that my ADD. I was just like, turn it off, you know. But it was that. I was shaking because I wanted to see the kids shine, but the cricket was shining, you know. And so the whole thing is, I learned from that. If I wanted that show, cricket very, very low, you know. But learn from each other. Who's closest to Amarillo, Texas? Who's the closest?
San Angelo?
San Angelo. So San Angelo is probably the closest. About 4.5, probably?
I'm not sure.
So, would I ever ask her to come up and to do a workshop for my show? If she was in the area, said, hey, I'm going to be up there, I'm going to visit cousin, blah, blah, blah. I would love to see your show. Talk to kids about it. No, you're the competition. People do that. Really? Come on, folks. I mean, I know it's all fun, Jess, and we want to go to state, we want to get the awards, but let's put our ego away for a little bit. Because you know who sees that? The kids. And you may be gone, but guess what they have for the next 3 years? They learned that from me. So the whole thing is, let's talk, let's communicate. Hey, if you're around, or I may start a TAPPS theater one, theater arts. They say, hey, if anybody would like to, and you're in this area, I'd love for you to come and maybe if I can get you a stipend, I can, you know. We'd like to come and take a look at my show. I would love for you to. Sure. But if you're that type of person, no, then I want to talk to you. I want to go, why is it? Because those are those people that I don't want anybody to know my business. I want to do all my work, and it's me, me, me. And there's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, I want to go back one step further, and this is where I come in with my religious point of view and going, how is that Christ-like? How are we supposed to love one another when we can't even like one another? You know, and even just like yourself, you know. But there are some people that go, I just prefer to do it by myself. I know about rules, I'll sit over here by myself, and every other director is over here doing their thing and having fun, I'll be over here. I'll respect that, I don't get it. But that's a personality thing. You know, because I'm like, yeah, and you're like, So we assume to have that person going, you know, but that's who their makeup is. My wife is very quiet, very shy. I'm not, you know. That's why I tell everybody, she's smart and pretty, and I'm everything opposite, you know. But we make it work. We make it work, okay? Also, besides everybody that's helping, would you mind him asking you something about your theater program, or would that offend you? Vice versa?
Never.
Never. But the whole thing is, that's why I kind of thought, because I like to read people, observationist comedy, you know. But like today, in that fine arts director meeting, if you're in there, I mean, I'm not saying anybody was rude, but everybody just feel like, oh. Lighten up! It's summertime. Okay, I know you're stressed to the max. I got vacation Friday. I gotta go home and pack because I'm going to Branson. No. But relax. Calm down. That's what we also need to do going into this. It's just the same old, time to make the donuts. Some of you too young to know that commercial. But the whole thing is just like, oh, look, this is 1997, this is 2011, this is 2010, this is 2007, oh, this is 1999. And we just go back and we live that same life over and over and over. That's not living. It's you're making an impact. Make an impact. Are you making an impact? When you're with those kids, you're like, hey, this is what this is. This is what you need to do. I remember I will never make check marks from from our Miss Maxie, our art teacher, when I was in the 6th grade. Said, if you ever make a bird like this, you will get an F in the class. And I never made those birds ever again. Because, you know, and that was in 5th or 6th grade, the small town of Olton, Texas. Anybody ever heard of Olton, Texas? You know? But I still remember that some 40-something years ago. You know, the whole thing is, this is what I want you to do is, why are you here? Is to make a difference. This is your student. A lot of you guys, gals, especially in fine arts, only have it for an hour, or, you know, they really like math better or whatever. No. I hear this every year. This is my favorite class. This is my favorite class. And you hear it too. So make it special for them, because these are your kids. And I remember this from Mrs. Kinnison in the 7th grade, and I still haven't forgotten it. This is a preposition box. But it's also your kid. And you need to learn that kid, because they're giving you every emotion that you're asking for. And some of those emotions are so raw that it's real to them. They're not just acting. Because they're going to it, from it, around it, in it, through it. Every preposition, that student is yours. And that's what you need to do with each and every one of those students. Oh, this kid right here just gets on my last nerves. Why did I put them in here? But I want to be the best that I can this year. Will you help me? this is my last year ever taking theater, and I want to take it with me. Okay, but we have to meet. We have to meet. What are you going to bring? Everything. Everything. Now, if they just come to it, let's have that discussion. Remember, you said at the beginning of the year, I need you. I need to do everything around this. All right, I'm going to step up my game. These are our athletics. These are the athletics for these kids. Make it happen. You're making a difference. You're making a difference. When we're laying on the cement slab and Mr. Lopez died. Ah! Really? That's not what the response I want. You know? I was like, I like that guy. Wow. He pulled something out of me that I never thought I would ever do. He worked with me. He cared. Because it takes this and this. It takes this and this. And my whole thing is, you have about, what, 12 to 18 inches? Don't make that disconnect. It's going to be very emotional for me this year. My freshmen graduating. Oh, my babies. But I'm not done. I got 12 freshmen that are taking the class. 12 freshmen. Shoot me now. No, I can't. I can't. Because they are just as important. It's just as important. Okay? 12 degrees of separation. Anybody here on Facebook? Okay. See if we have anybody, put Terry Lopez, see if we have anybody in common that we may have as far as friends. Just want to see if we're connected that way. So if you have Terry Lopez, it's a picture of my wife and myself, everybody that, and don't add me as a friend, but if you want to add me as a friend, message me and I'll kick somebody out because I have 5,000 friends. And it's not that I know that many people. I just hate to have people just trying to constantly friend me that are from the other side of the world and that wear clothes.
What's
you
your
asked a while
city?
ago about us asking each other questions
Amarillo.
Oh, Amarillo.
Yeah, Amarillo.
Okay.
about our programs. And one thing I would encourage all the teachers, and maybe you're already doing this, is go support the other schools in your area when you can. In Tyler, our school's actually in Bullard, but everybody's heard about Grace in Tyler and All Saints and TK Gorman. Those are the other three big private schools in the area. And then there's, of course, public schools, Robert E. Lee and John Tyler and Tyler Junior College. And I go to all of their stuff, try to. I can't make it to every single thing. And I take my kids and I'll offer them tickets. I'll say, if y'all come out and get tickets. And it's hard to get theater people to go to other people's shows because we're always so busy. There's always something in production. But we've made some progress in the last few years with getting the schools to come watch each other. And it's a friendly rivalry because we joke about, you know, when you go to a football game and you've got another squad, if they're trying to take the ball away from you, trying to knock you down. And we don't have full contact theater.
That could be a great workshop next year.
You don't have someone trying to distract you and trying to throw your props on the ground and stuff like that. And so we can enjoy one another and support our successes and things like that. And so I really tried to push that
that's good.
in East Texas. And it's a resource. Because,
local colleges, Amarillo Theater, get your little theater productions involved. Ask them to come and talk to your kids, the directors and stuff. They love that kind of
the
stuff.
Shakespeare Festival in Kilgore, I don't know if any of you are close to Kilgore or ever attended, but there's a guy on staff there who's also in the cast, usually accompany each year. And he's come over and critiqued our work and done some workshops for us.
Nice.
So
So anybody pull my name up? Are we connected anyway?
I found you. Oh, I saw. I was supposed to.
Anybody else? We connected?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
we do,
mutual
which is weird.
Who do you have?
Stephen Bartholomew?
That's funny. Anybody else connected? Yeah. Okay. If you ever heard of a lady, I know some of you may be too young for this, but her name is Oprah Winfrey. If you have time and you want to see what kind of a bigger moron I am, go to oprahwinfrey.com and put guest, audience member recites The Color Purple. When she was getting sued in Amarillo, or she was getting sued in Amarillo, I happened to go, a friend of mine was dating one of the security guards there, and they said, any ticket you want to go see John Travolta? I said, no, I don't want to go through that mess. Celine Dion, I don't want to go see her. Well, it was not before she was about to leave. And I said, I really want to go. I was like, yes, man. So we went, and I did the monologue from The Color Purple for her. And I want you guys to watch that and say, I know that idiot. My thing is, there's a second degree of separation. I know Oprah, and you know me, I know Oprah. But the whole thing is, so what does that mean, Terry? Well, use that opportunity. I never thought I would ever meet Oprah Winfrey, so I seized the moment. I thought it was done. People from England, my friends from whatever, England were calling, people were calling me. I thought it was done. When we moved to Wisconsin and we lived there, they were having a 25th anniversary of the Oprah Winfrey, The Color Purple in Chicago. Hey, this is blah, blah from the Oprah Winfrey Show. I hung up, I was getting gas before going to church because my friends are idiots. They would do that. They would do that. So, did we get a misconnection? I was like, oh, I thought you were my friends. How can I help you? We'd like for you and your wife to come to Chicago. So we're going to have 25th anniversary of The Color Purple, and you'll be there with the entire cast. So I met Danny Glover, Goldberg, and so the whole thing is, when I told my kids that, they'd look at it, they'd laugh, but I also tell them, seize the moment. If you see somebody that you're working with, ask them, hey, do you mind if we can borrow this? Hey, I know you're in a jewelry store, and we're going to do a raffle. Do you mind donating something? Yeah. You know, I tell the kids, I say, go out there. I mean, some of you are lucky enough to go to a school that the parents write the checks all day long. I'm old school. You're going to work for it. Here's a billboard. Here's a bulletin, and you're going to, I need you to go sell an ad. This is how we're going to make a couple of thousand just on our playbill. If you want the entire thing, with your picture on it and say, my daughter's pretty, you know, 50 to 100 bucks, 50 black and white, 100 if you want to color. I'll put your smiley face in there for 100 bucks. And well, I want $100, my friend's doing $100, blah, blah, blah. One playbill, we make $2,000, just one playbill. Because the whole thing is they want to know, well, I want my kid to shine or I want my business to shine. It's just the playbill. So my whole thing is when it comes to fundraising and stuff like that, and challenge your kids, just go out there and do it. This, we're about to get out. We're supposed to get out. We'll go ahead and finish. But my whole thing is this, I want this to make this a potpourri of things. Is, I'm going to laugh at this idiot standing here, but the whole thing of be connected. Be connected. You know, I want you to text me and say, hey, can I have your email address? Because I want to email you all, because I want to be connected and say, hey, how are you guys doing? I'm that type of person. It's not just because, oh, I saw you for 30 minutes in Waco, that's it. Some of you may not want to ever connect with me, that's fine. I don't have to be a friend, but I want you to know that you have somebody that's connected there. That's what connections are for. Hey, do you know anybody in name or place? Yeah, I know some people. I bet I could find some people. Because my thing is she can call me and say, Terry, I need something that had nothing to do with school, has nothing to do with life, but I mean, with school life, but I have something that I need. Can you come down here? I'll be there as soon as I can. That's the kind of persons that I want us to raise and help teach. It takes a village, it really does. And I'm sorry, I'm tired of making village idiots. We can help. We can help our future. I remember saying this while I was youth minister, when you guys grow up, you're going to be doctors. Now I'm saying, when you guys grow up, I'll be in a nursing home, you guys will be taking care of me. It's just the season. But the whole thing is, what impact am I making? So go out there and make that impact. Do you need something? Holler. Ask. What about this idea for this fundraiser? Heck yeah! Go out there. But push it. Push it. Any other questions before we leave?
Okay, does anybody have nothing on their on their sheet that you got nothing out of this? I hope you've got something out of this. Okay? Before you leave, please take handfuls of pens and coasters. And there's some business cards. You want to take my business card, but real quick, I do want to end. And we had this, our theater art shirt my first year. We had some muscles here, and it had orchestra, theater, art. Yeah, those are three right there. And it had the muscles right here on the shirt. And people say it's one of their favorite shirts. And on the back, it's this from the book of Numbers. And it says, and I'll leave you with this, is may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Thank you for being here this afternoon.